Welcome back to Mustangs After Dark. Season 2, Episode 1. It's just Silas. He was here last year. We're gonna start selling apparel. There'll be Mustangs After Dark merch. I'm gonna get in touch with my guys. We'll have that eventually. It might become Season 3, halfway through Season 2. We don't know yet. It'll happen. Silas, you know what I just realized?
That I have ice?
Silas does have ice.
What did you realize, Scoop?
Who are we going to pass the torch to? I graduate next year, so I only have one more year. You graduate this year.
Yeah.
Who are we going to pass the torch to of Mustangs
I'm surprised
After
you're even
Dark?
asking me. I've barely been a part of this.
I know.
I've just been envious, to be honest.
Yeah, dude. You're here now.
Yeah.
You're going to be a part of this season. This is my new co-host. I don't know if he's permanent yet or not.
I am.
You heard it here first, folks. Anyways, topics on the table today. The PFL fight I went to and those incidents. And Silas having an experience with his car.
What are we starting off with?
The car.
I was... Okay, this is the second time it's happened.
It's happened twice?
Yes.
You gotta do something with your car. Silas's car exploded.
So, one time I messed up my radiator cap and I was driving back to my cousin's and I ended up not having coolant in my car anymore. That was super cool. So I was going fishing last night and I get about halfway there.
You go fishing?
Yeah, I fish all the time.
Really? Where do you go fishing?
We just checked out a place called Drake Pond.
Where's that?
There's a bunch of... It's in Jackson. I got first cast.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You catch anything good?
Decent sized bass. Like not monsters, but fun. You know what I mean?
I didn't go fishing as much as I wanted to this summer,
Me
sadly.
neither.
We went fishing time this summer. You know, me, Riley, Shane, Josiah. Like I said, Riley Bryan showed up. He kayaked around. He didn't fish. He just kind of existed. Chase Kenny pulled up. Shane caught one chub all day. I was so mad. I couldn't catch anything. None of us could. We'll go take lunch. Drive down to the gas station. There's same other end of the lake. We load up. We drive down there. We're fishing there, you know. We go to the dam. I'm eating my lunch. I'm sitting there, just eating my chicken breast from there. Great food there, mind you. First cast. Chase lands a 7-pound bass.
Nice.
I about drowned him. I was so mad. I was livid.
Yeah.
Anyways, we don't care about your car anymore, Silas. I have a better story. I'm sorry. So my family, we went down to Tennessee this summer, right?
Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
We went to a PFL fight, professional fight league. It was great. I was betting. So I had some guy sports bet for me. This is totally legal. I didn't make any money. I just gave him money so he could make money. Before this happened, before I started betting, there was this lady and her husband or boyfriend behind us, you know. She's looks like on the rougher end of sides, but she looked a little homeless, I'm not gonna lie. They were getting at it behind us, like 3 rows behind us. Me and my brother are talking to the guy sitting in front of us, and he's just sitting there like looking forward. He's like, "What's going on behind me? I'm hearing stuff." And then we turn around, and sure enough, they're all up in each other's face. And I look back, and the first thing I see is she licks him. She goes, boop. I started crying, laughing, like freaking out. I didn't know what to do. Sure enough, first few fights go on, you know. They go to get food. Lady stumbles down the stairs. She grabs one of the railings, so she almost eats it. Us, the guys behind us, the guys in front of us, we're all crying, laughing at this just episode of events. It was wonderful. They come back. The lady doesn't have her bag with her. Like, I look back, it's somewhere in one of the rows. She starts talking to another couple behind us, and she's freaking out on them. And they're just ignoring her. They literally just tuned her out. They just... And then they go back up to her row, and then she starts yelling at her boyfriend. She's like, "Where's my bag?" And the guy's like, I don't know. He's just sitting there with his chicken tenders. No, pretty much. He's just sitting there with his chicken tenders in hand and his water. And then sure enough, I turn back around for a second, and I look back, and she just muckles a hold of him and just starts feeding him to him. And then all of a sudden, she just hits him with an elbow and just storms off.
What do you expect, bro? It's a PFL fight. They watch.
And the guy just took it like a champ and just sat there eating his chicken fingers after. He's just still standing in shock. He's just looking around. Like, did anyone...
Freaking blows
yes. Everyone's just, holy crap. Everyone's yelling at the lady like, boo, screw you, yada, yada, yada. And everyone's like, you can do better, man. Like, she doesn't deserve you and stuff like this. Because the guy just took it like a champ. Yeah. Sat there, finished his chicken tenders and water, waited like 5 minutes, and then he left. But before he left, the guy sitting in front of him, the people that were like, what's going on behind me? they got up and followed the lady. And they went to go get drinks, and like right after she left, and like they followed her around, and like they went looking for her. She comes in the other door. Sure enough, I think it was like one of the head guys there too. He looked important, and he was up on the stage and stuff like that. She's muckled right onto him. She's just groping this poor chubby old Santa Claus looking man. Like, she's all up on his arms, feeling him up, and I'm like, what's happening? And then she sees the two guys looking for her, and then she just runs away. She's after she got done groping this poor old man. They did find her. She was like, she talked to one of them. She's like, you could have all this for daddy's money. And then the guy's like, get away from me. Leave. And then they come back. We're watching the fight. This is when I was like, dude, bet on this guy. There's this like,
Bet on her, bro.
No.
I didn't medals. What do you mean?
I should have placed a parlay on this
Oh my
stuff.
God.
Sure enough, we're sitting there. I'm like, I'll give you $5 to put on that dude. It's like 6'5", big, lean, buff guy, right? He's from England. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
I thought he was American, was the thing. It was against this big Russian dude. I
No matter
know.
what he is.
I thought he was American, so I was like, all right, I got a bet for us. The Russian guy floored him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
beat the crap out of
He
him.
learned from his dad, bro.
Anyways, sadly, that guy that I told to bet $5 on the American, he wasn't American. He lost. It was even better. The guy I bet against, met him at the airport when we were leaving. Walking by and I'm like, that looks like the guy I saw. What do you know? I met the guy. His name was, I don't know, but I met him. He
Oh,
spoke.
great
He
heavens.
spoke zero English. I'm talking to him and he's like, he's just looking at me. He looks at his
You
translator.
both look like you were told to pose with each other and you don't know it by like a third party person.
Yeah, we were. It
Yeah.
was their American translator. The translator spoke zero Russian, and him and his trainer spoke zero English.
That's not helpful.
Yeah. So they pull up Google Translate. They're talking to me through it, and he's like, "Oh, like, do you fight?" And I'm like, "I wrestle." And he was like, "Do you want to wrestle?" And I'm like, "No." Yeah, no, you're gonna
Wow.
eat me. I said that. I was like, no, dude, you'd eat me. Like, I'd die. And he was like, oh, okay, like, take a picture with me. And then sure enough, that was it.
You should
And
have
then, like,
wrestled him, bro. Cooper, that's not like
he
you.
would have eaten me. I'd
what?
die.
For the bit, bro.
No, not for the bit.
Sir.
I mean, conspiracies.
Peter Kane.
We can't talk about Peter Kane every time we come on here.
Have we already talked about like the Swift and Kelce?
No.
So there was like supposedly a contract leaked on that because everyone knows that has to be contract.
Yeah, no.
So apparently she's supposed to get like 3 songs out of it, and it's supposed to be him cheating on her. It's one of those things that it seems like it's so obvious.
We're gonna make so many people mad with this conspiracy.
That's probably so. It's probably not true, but I want it to be so.
I guarantee you it probably is. It's like, oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, because it seems exactly what I want, bro.
Scripted. The NFL is scripted. Their relationship is scripted.
Oh, NFL is scripted, but I don't care. Patriots beat Bengals.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't watch football.
I didn't watch it. I couldn't.
So,
I got the Google
I
thing.
pick my
that
favorite-
pops up when there's going to be a game. So
See, I do that. I do that with rugby. I really enjoy keeping up on rugby. I don't know why. Personally, I think rugby is better than football.
I mean, it's probably less scripted.
It's even rougher than football. It's scary too. What's wild in rugby, when you like kick the ball, you can pick your teammate up by their pants over your head so they can catch it. I'm just watching, and then all of a sudden, I see this dude just in the air, and I'm like, he's flying. I look down, and nope. This dude just grabbed him by the waistband and just yanked him into the sky. I'm like, oh my God, is he okay? And then he just grabs the ball in the sky and just runs. And I'm like, oh my God. We went a little bit off script from our conspiracies. But anyway.
Taylor Swift, carbon emissions. She's going to get cheated on by Travis Kelce, but not really because we all know.
We all know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And we all know she can't do better than Travis Kelce. Come on. I believe that's all we have for Mustangs After Dark. Thank you for tuning in. It's been
Nay.
season 2, episode 1.